Hey guys, this find is going to be a little different because I didn't take my camera with me. This was literally, well, it's the biggest artifact I've ever found. And I spotted it from the side of the road. So one of the sites that I hunt is right beside a road, and it rained and washed something off, and I'll show you what caught my eye. There, that little reflection of water in the middle of that stone. I said, So I pulled over and stopped, and let's take a look at this thing. I love it. Look at that. That's just great. I love things like grindstones and little mortars, and I don't know. I just love them. They're not the most artistically done artifacts, but they're very useful. Very much tools important for living. That is the biggest one I have found to date. So yeah, just the reflection of that water right there on top of that stone from probably, I'm gonna say 50 yards away. I thought that's either just a big old crack out of a rock or that's something not natural. So that'll be a cool part of the collection. I think maybe I'll put some points and stuff around the edge here, and I've got one perfect big grindstone that might sit right in the middle. That'll make a cool display. All right, not sure what we got here, but it looks like a piece of shirt, don't it? Not sure if that's that's a nice. Oh, it's a bit of a heartbreaker, guys. Oh, man. Such a pretty long piece and snapped right off. Not even an indication of a base. I love the workmanship that you can see in that shirt, though. Man, that's pretty. All right, guys, stopped in a place where I checked basically just the bare spots of the field. You'd be surprised what can turn up in these places. Just got a really, really cool piece. And man, do I wish it was whole. But that is probably part of a gorget right there. That has been ground thoroughly. There is even a little bit of etching going on right there. You see 3 distinct lines, but that has been well polished. Anyway, sure wish there was more of that or it was whole, but this would be only the fourth piece of ground stone I think that I have found. Man, oh man. I wanted you to take another look at this piece because I know that the etching wasn't the easiest thing to see. You feel it more than you see it, but you can see right there a series of lines. But I just noticed something else. And look at the edge. Over here, of course, is broken. But I think you can see like a little bit of, I don't know what you call that, dimpling or a little tooth marking or something along the edge, scalloping. I don't know what you would call it. But it's been worked into the piece. It is part of the design. There you can see it a little bit. And you can probably see it better right there. Just all part of the little bit of personalization that went into these pieces. That's what makes them so darn special. All right, guys, man, I think it has been a month, maybe a month and a half since I turned a camera on. Y'all don't know how excited I am to be back out in this field. Had a minute of beginner's luck, first step in. Look at that. Gosh, that'd been a pretty one. And, what's that? Oh, that's a piece of beer bottle. I already did see another one up here, though. Broken, of course. But that looks like a nice base. Big old blade base. So, we'll check these rows. Hopefully, there's something intact in here. Good to be out again, though. I'm trying to look right here. That one is about as disguised as it gets. I think it's one. Yeah, I could be getting faked, but boy, it's got that rounded outside edge to it. Let's see if we got something. Yep. Please be intact. Dang it. Another one of those woodlands snapped in half. Boy, they don't survive too well. Guess they're just too thin, too narrow. We got most of it though. Well, I wasn't going to show you that one. That is the back of another woodland, although much larger. But I am going to show you because look at there. These woodlands are popping up everywhere in this row. Garden Creek style point. That's what they are, Garden Creek. And this particular spot has got quite a number of them. It's the only place I ever really find them. All right, keep going. So far, pretty good luck. I've already got a little pocket of history going. Well, there's a little heartbreaker. And that break looks fairly fresh. A little hard to tell with chert though, but don't run across that base too often around here. I don't anyway. Nice and thin though. Now I just found a super cool piece. Look at this, but look how thick it is on this side. That's just, that's one right there they just could not get narrowed down. They tried. Or maybe, you know, they're in the process of it and it snapped. I'm not saying they couldn't, but that looks like a pretty good little stack right there. Interesting looking piece though. Well, look at this. This is heat treated chert. It's kind of a dark red color, although it's probably not coming out on camera, but check it out. Boom. Another gigantic stack. Those pieces are just super interesting to me. A lot of people probably wouldn't even pick something like that up, but I like the failures just as much as the successes. I keep them. Well, guys, I have been picking up pieces of quartz crystal the entire time I've been out here. I always pick them up because it reminds me that they're working this stuff for a reason. Oh, I hurt as bad as I am just thrilled by this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And it just sheared right there. But look at the flaking along that edge. My gosh. That's just gorgeous stuff.